Let's talk about dating preferences. This video was so good, you must watch it, and I want to branch off and talk about how it relates to fat phobia and dating. A lot of times when people are asked, why don't you date fat people, trans people, people of color, whatever, they will say, it's just a preference. I'm just not attracted to them. I can't make myself be attracted to someone I'm just not attracted to. The implication here being that preferences are innate, unchanging, and completely independent of any outside factors or societal norms. And therefore, that they are inherently unproblematic. Like, it's not fat phobia, it's just who I am. I can't help it. But I think it's actually a lot more complicated than that. Our desires are not immune to social conditioning. Although, of course, you can't change your sexual orientation, when we see a certain type of body glorified, praised, and labeled as desirable in media, from the time that we can even process those messages, it's not going to not have an impact on us. And the fact is, at least anecdotally, lots of fat people report being desired by many people. But the piece that isn't there is the social acceptance. And again, that's also true for other marginalized identities. Maybe you are sexually attracted to fat people, but you can't see yourself in a romantic relationship with one because you've never seen that replicated in media. Or maybe you love a fat person, but you're too afraid of what your friends and family would say if you introduced them. Or you're too afraid of what it would say about you to be with someone who is lower on the desirability totem pole.
So the question is about coming out to students, and as a teacher who has worked with elementary, middle, and high school aged students, I think I can help you out a little bit here. The first thing you should do is just keep your language simple, because this teacher specifically is working with elementary school kids. You want to use language that they're going to understand based off experiences they have. Just say something simple like this. Here's what I said. I used to be a boy, but that made me hurt. It made me feel uncomfortable. So I went to a doctor, we talked. Now I take medicine and I'm a girl. Boom. There you go. That's all you really need to know.
Since you want an explanation that you're not going to listen to anyway, I'm going to explain this to you very clearly. People who use ghost self pronouns do not actually think that they're a ghost since somebody told you that, apparently. They just feel that ghost self is a perfect way to describe how they feel about their gender pronoun-wise. And it literally works the same way as if you would use somebody's name instead of a pronoun. It works the same way as talking about somebody in the third person.
Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you real quick about something that happened to me this week, and this is going to be a two-parter because it's two different kids. First kid, right after lunch, running into the clinic, about ready to start kindergarten. You know the type, so excited to be there until they found out they're getting shots. I asked the parents, are you guys going to start her in kindergarten next year? And they said, no, I don't think we're going to do that. There are too many things going on in schools these days. And here I was thinking they were going to talk about funding public education or guns in schools. Oh, they didn't want their kid to talk about pronouns. You realize we all have pronouns. So I said, baby, are you a boy or a girl? And she said, I'm a girl. And I said, sounds like you don't have to worry about that. She already has she, her pronouns for now. And if there's another kid in her class that's questioning, it's really not any of your business. Or problem, for that matter. To say they changed the subject quickly would be an understatement. I don't tolerate that in my clinic. We accept everybody for who they are.